right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to TTNT, where we spotlight independent artists, entrepreneurs, and everyday people. Yes, we do. We have some co-hosts and we have the audience, and our audience is the best on this side of the South. Say hello to our co-hosts. We have none other than Weeking Out Production, Miss Takara. Hi, everybody. Clap. We gonna have a what's the clap? What's the clap when the church is an old school church? And they say, we don't need no music. We got the Holy Ghost beat.
What? They say that?
Yes, they do. If you go to the church with the pews and they still got the wooden floors, you have none other than Mr. Kyra Hyde.
Sound like they were styling to me eating cheese and
All right. And you have Mr. Titus Glenn. He's a little thirsty today. Mr. Titus Glenn. And I am one of your co-hosts, none other than Miss Madam Secretary. All right, let's get this show on the road. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
I'm
I'm
good. You good?
Yes, we have a special show today. It's Thursday, which is a
I can
special
do.
show. On yesterday, we had TTNT. So now let's go. You guys remember, go like, comment, and either subscribe if you're on YouTube and share. All right, Takara and Titus, we didn't get to play all the way off the dome on yesterday, but we can play it today. Takara, well, let's go with you first. Let's go with you first. And your word is this.
this. This is the day. This is the day that the Lord has made. That the Lord has made. I will rejoice. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. 'Cause this is the day. Oh, this is the day that the Lord has made.
Yeah, y'all. She gave y'all a whole A selection. Okay. Your word is bring.
Can I look up the words real quick? No, that would be cheating, huh? You bring what key would I? You bring me joy. Where da 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 da. If I only knew the words, listen.
It's okay.
Come on, Anita.
Titus Glenn, you was coming out your bag. That's not okay.
Listen.
We will take it,
No,
Titus Glenn.
when you got
Okay.
let me mute my mic. I was going to say something I should.
You coming out the bag. Or all right. Takara, hi. Takara. Your word is sunshine.
You are the sunshine of my life. You will always be around. Something.
Okay. Let's
You
just
are. That's Stevie Wonder.
okay.
It's the dot for me.
All right, come on. Yeah, you got the sunshine in there. All right, Titus Glenn, your word is hello.
Hello from the other side. I think I cried 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I know if y'all knew these full songs, y'all would wreck. People be on the show crying because that was a good one. Yes. All right, Takara, your word is Light.
Light.
Mm-hmm.
Liked. Are you saying like or light?
Light.
Oh, light. Um,
Is that right?
I don't know. Like, do I know like song? Shining rainbow. No, no, bypass. No.
Okay.
I
Was it
pass it to Titus. Titus, you know a light song?
Like Like or
Or
like.
no
either this
like
little light.
Oh,
Yeah.
that? Yes, that is it. That is it. Yes. Okay. Well, you already passed it. So Titus, your word is. Are you ready for your word?
I'm ready.
Okay. Your word is bring.
I just did bring. You want me
Did
to
you?
do it
You didn't do
again?
bring.
I
You didn't do
did.
bring.
I
Yeah,
What
did.
was
she
your
said
song?
you bring me joy,
Bring me
Anita
joy.
Baker.
Oh, okay. You're right. Let me scratch it. Hold on. Okay. Your word is for. Could you pass it to me so I can sing a song? I got a song.
Oh, sure, friend. I'll pass it to you.
There you go. Let me think. Oh, 10 seconds.
What is
For
this?
all we know, we may never meet again. But before we go, make this moment sweet again. So love me tonight. This may only be a dream for all we know. Anyways, that was it. I had to take that one because Titus be getting answers from the Facebook audience.
There's what?
I know. I'm talking about on a regular day. You'll be getting stuff out the Facebook audience,
But I
friend.
had the two songs I sang tonight.
Not
There's
today.
no Facebook audience anywhere.
Okay. Takara, your word is water.
Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We might watch our whole lives pass us by. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. We'll make the biggest mistake of our lives. Don't do it, baby.
Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, come on, boys and men. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Don't do it, baby.
Yay. Good job. All right, Titus, your word is and.
And I am telling you, I'm not going nowhere. And you, and you, and you, and you're gonna love me. Yeah. You're gonna love me.
And there you have it. That is our version of Off the Dome with our co-host. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we're going to turn it over to Titus Glenn for commercial.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what we do. This is the time where we get into our indie artist. So go ahead and make sure that you go ahead and like, tag, share this post. This is the show where we talk to indie artists, entrepreneurs, and everyday people. And tonight, this show is really going to be special for me because we get to talk to another Another group of people or person, individual that's actually into songwriting, such as we all are. So this should be a pretty cool show. But tonight's artist, we're going to feature this awesome, amazing guy who's been growing his hair for like a lot of years. His name is Titus Glenn. I don't know if you heard him or not, but he's coming out his shells to promote more of his music. And I really believe you guys will like this song. It's going to be up in his coming album, but you can currently listen to it on YouTube if you go to his channel. It's called Good Day. So we want to go ahead and get into this number right here. Really, audience?
You know, anybody else say something, the audience be muted. I don't know why the audience was there at the beginning. Takara started laughing and clapping. They was there for you. They heard you. They heard you.
Yay!
Hello.
But y'all, that I'm excited. We are still in work on finishing this album, Titus Glenn, but that was the studio version. Make sure if you want to listen to it, go to my YouTube channel and type in Titus Glenn Good Day, and you can listen to that to just, wake you up in the morning and just get your vibe on. But, we're going to keep on moving. I'm so excited to talk tonight to this guy we'll get ready to chat with because, those that don't know, Penny Heart company we started about 2 years ago to just educate and build a network and community of songwriters. It's really been a really cool journey. But tonight we get to talk to someone else that's kind of in that same vein, same field. They got some things coming up, and I believe I found them on my birthday, January 27th, as a nonprofit and somebody that I wanted to donate to. You know, Facebook have those things, and so long story short, I was like, hey, we have this show. It'll be awesome. You can get you on here and just have this conversation and just, make, people aware of what you have going. So you guys are welcome, Mr. Dan. Is it Rubins or Rubins?
Rubins.
Rubins.
Yeah.
So y'all,
Thank you so
audience, yes, thank you for coming on and just, let's just have this discussion.
Yeah, well, thank you, and that music was awesome. And I hope once I tell you more about your song, I hope you'll all get involved and participate because we need the tuba, we need the vocals, and the songwriting. So really excited to get to hear all of you too. Some hard to follow dream girls, but I'm so glad to be here.
Well, let's get into it. So the name of the company is Hear Your Song, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you just start with like how you guys got started?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, go ahead.
So kind of goes all the way back to when I was in 5th grade. I had an amazing teacher who had my 5th grade class partner with a children's hospital in New York City called Elizabeth Seton. And I had a buddy, her name was Melissa. We were both probably like 10, 11, and she was nonverbal. She was living in this pediatric residence sort of until she aged out. And that was sort of my first experience getting to interact with kids with serious illnesses. And that really stuck with me. And then fast forward 10 years, I was a sophomore in college, and I was looking for ways to really bring musical communities together on college. I'm a songwriter, composer, and I was looking for ways to sort of not compete with other musicians, but to bring our music together for good. And I was thinking back to that experience, and came up with this idea of what if we worked with kids who are living with serious illnesses, chronic illnesses, life-threatening conditions, and helped them write their own songs, and then brought their ideas back to our community and lifted them into recorded music as they imagined it. So we actually first partnered with that same hospital, and the first kid by complete coincidence that we worked with was Melissa, who was still there, and we brought her song to life about wanting to be on a warm beach. And we heard we took all of her words and then her ideas for what she wanted the music to sound like, and we brought it back to campus and recorded it. And that's really been the model. We started expanding at the start of the pandemic. We now have hundreds of volunteers, musicians who are involved. We've worked with over 250 kids, helping them write their own songs really around the world at this point, in 27 states and a bunch of different countries. And we always are looking for more musicians to get involved, and more kids to connect with, living with a variety of diagnoses, to really help them tell their story in song.
That is amazing. So the artists can understand. So basically you partner with a hospital, you go in with children that are suffering with some type of disease, have them write. Are they writing lyrics, or are they writing? Okay.
So I can talk you through the process a little bit if you want.
Talk us through the whole process.
Absolutely. So it looks it looks quite different for every kid. And we say that we're a kid-driven process. So we really come into sessions with no expectations other than we're here to empower you to drive this process and create a song in the way that you want to. So sometimes that happens with children's hospitals because we've been virtual mainly for the last 2 years.
Okay.
We also work with camp programs. We work with nonprofits like the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation that are serving particular diagnosis communities. And in our initial songwriting sessions, we help kids really focus on the lyric writing, and sort of build a full lyric around whatever it is they want to write about. We talk about chorus and verse and song structure and help kids build that, but it's really all their own words, and we're just helping them create them. And then sort of the next stage of the process is however involved they want to be in the music production. Some kids will just say, I really love Adele. I want it to sound like Adele, and I want a tuba. We do have some requests for tuba, so I'm going to keep you in mind. And I want it to be fast in this part and slow in this part. And then we'll take it to our volunteer community and say who's the right fit to record the song and produce it. There are other kids who say, I want to compose all the melody. I want to sing on the track. Some kids are producing and mixing as well. So really, as involved as they want to be in the process, we take them through from start to finish. And then with the goal really of amplifying their songs on our YouTube channel. And we have a concert coming up next week that I'll talk about. That's going to be live streaming too. And so the process is really about giving kids complete ownership of their songwriting all the way through.
That's awesome. I'm gonna ask one more question. I'm gonna let my co-host chime in.
Yeah.
Like, what is that? What is the feedback that you're getting from the kids that are actually going through,
Yeah.
seeing their songs come to life?
Yeah, it's really been amazing because we are now at the stage where there are kids that we're working with who we've known now for 2 years in some cases, and they're on their third song, fourth song. And we just did our first peer songwriting group where we brought together 5 kids from around the country who have all written their own songs. And what we did was we played each song for the rest of the group and projected the lyrics and had them give feedback to each other. And what really blew us away was that they all had been listening to each other's songs. They already knew who each other were from listening to their songs on our YouTube channel. And they already felt like they, not only that they were worthy creators and songwriters, but that they were part of a community of artists.
For sure.
And that's something that we dreamt about, or we hope to create, but it was really kind of exciting to see that really coming together in front of our eyes and something that sort of happened organically. So a lot of the feedback we get from families is that this really has been something that we find that a lot of the kids that we work with don't have a lot of power and a lot of choice throughout their lives if they're dealing with these medical complex issues, and that Hear Your Song is a space where within the parameters of creating a song, which can look so different for so many people, that is a space where they feel ownership and they feel autonomy, and that it might just be a song, but it can open up a lot of that creative potential and that sense of being able to drive your own creative vision.
That's awesome. I mean, I could go on and talk about this stuff all day because I'm very passionate about songwriting. And then, especially when it comes to just the whole writing process, I haven't seen it on the levels of the kids and, on that, but, with Penny Hard, we write every Monday night. And so to see it in the space of adults doing it is very intriguing and rewarding, just to even see how it has impacted even, from a therapy standpoint, getting emotions out, having people be able to relate and really tap into places they didn't want to go to for the sake of producing a song that's not only changing them, but could change somebody else that hears it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had kids too who have said, not all of our kids write about their illnesses. A lot write about pasta or going to the beach or whatever things they love to do. But we've had some kids who have said, I want to write a song that will impact other people. This week we had a girl in Toronto who was writing, a 9-year-old writing about, she has cerebral palsy, and she was writing about being bullied and trying to express what that was like, to educate other people about her experience and what it was like to be perceived as different. We had a girl named Nella in Michigan who's 11 write a song about living with epilepsy, and she really wants to be an advocate and educate people. So absolutely, that sense of when kids have the opportunity to really share some part of themselves, it's really important. It can have a huge impact on listeners too.
Absolutely. Well, I'm gonna relinquish my stance and I'm gonna let my co-host go ahead and chime in. Madam Secretary.
Hi, I love Hear Your Song. I love that, Hear Your Song, and just really listening to the words of Hear Your Song. They get to hear their own song. Like that may be something that they didn't even know was something that they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, coming in, have you ever thought about placement? Because I know of some movies that I've seen and we never really know who wrote those songs. So has anybody or any of the kids ever said, hey, I want to hear my music on a movie?
That hasn't come up yet. That would be really exciting. I mean, we always want to make sure that whenever the songs are played, that people know sort of the story behind them and the kid behind them. And so sort of our mission is to both amplify the songs themselves, but also to amplify that story behind them. But definitely, if there was the right fit of movie plot line and connected to our mission in some way. But I will say, we did have a kid last year who wrote a short musical with us, and we sort of produced a short movie. His name was Zippy, and he wanted to write a 10-minute musical about a zebra who is looking for his adoptive family and ends up being cast in The Lion King on Broadway as an understudy antelope. And we were able to get about 6 members of the original cast of The Lion King on Broadway to participate in that. And he got to perform with them and make this video. So that's as close as we've gotten to movies, but we got to sort of bring that vision to life for him. Yeah.
That's really big. Broadway,
Yeah.
that's really, really big.
Yes.
Listen, if that's where you got, looks like you shot for the moon and hit a star.
Yeah.
So that's still very, very good. Okay. And I want to know where do you see it going next? Because was this your vision?
Yeah, so it was my idea originally. I co-founded it with a college classmate, Rebecca Bredner, who's still involved as a co-founder and on our board of directors. So in terms of sort of the next steps, we're sort of immediately, we're finally able to go into hospitals in person again. We're really excited about what that will make possible. We have a bunch of college campuses where we have student leadership, and we're excited for them to be able to go into hospitals local to them and reach more kids. And really, so on that front, we just want to reach more people, but also we're really excited on the amplification front of being able to get it in front of more listeners and find more ways to get people engaged and listening and responding to the kids' songs, because kids always love when they get feedback and feel like there's an audience and who's really hearing them.
That's good. I just have one more question. How long has this been going on for?
We started it when we were sophomores in college in 2014, and then we graduated in 2016. And so there's a period in the middle where other students were leading it as an undergraduate organization, and then we sort of picked it back up again, really like March 2020, so start of the pandemic. So it's been my full-time job now since August summer 2020, and yeah, so we're just about at 1 year of being a 501c3 organization. So exciting anniversary for that. Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything else. I think we may be going to commercial break. If not, then I'll pass it over to Takara.
We will actually go ahead and take a break. We're going to get into, this other incredible guy. Not other, he's the same guy. But we're going to, we're just going to, just celebrate the artistry of Titus Glenn tonight. Not because of arrogance, just because I'm doing better by promoting and, hey, go check out music. Some good music. Absolutely. So this is Titus Glenn Life. I wrote this on for my 30th birthday.
Woke up this morning with breath in my body, clothed in my right mind, peace in my heart, feeling overwhelmed by your generosity. 'Cause you let me see another day that wasn't promised to me, and I thank you for life. Your mercy I see daily. Your faithfulness is so amazing. I thank you for life. Your joy, I feel inside. I feel alright. better than the day before. Yes, it is. And I can't complain. 'Cause you remain the same. You put a smile right there. Thank you for life. Your mercy daily. It's so amazing. Your joy, I feel inside. I feel alright. Your mercy I see. It's so amazing. Yes, it is. Your joy, I feel inside. It's alright. Your mercy I see daily. So amazing. Yeah. I feel inside. I feel alright.
Get out of here, Takara.
Yes.
But y'all, if y'all like that song, please go check out Titus Glenn YouTube channel. Definitely a lot of good music on there. So we'll turn it over to Takara. Oh, she's over there.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, I'm right here. Yes, I want to clear up something. I do not play the tuba. That my son plays the tuba.
Oh,
I love instruments. I think I love instruments. I have a bunch of guitars and stuff in my house, so I absolutely love instruments. Which leads me to my first question. My question is: do any of the kids play any instruments?
yeah, great question. So we actually right now are working on, and this is a great story, so I'm glad you asked. We had two girls named Charlotte and Elliot who live halfway across the country from each other. They met through a virtual songwriting session last summer through the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation that we were running, and they became like instant best friends. They talk every night, and they're now writing a song together about how Hear Your Song brought them together and created their friendship. They wrote the lyrics, they wrote the music together. They're both singing on it. Elliot's playing the flute and Charlotte's playing the piano. So we've been like helping them record those pieces separately in different places. We've had kids who have played the guitar, we've had kids who played piano, and we've also helped some kids in person. We were at a camp last summer for kids with sickle cell and HIV, and we were able to help them do a lot of their own music production because we were in the same room and we were able to bring in some keys and guitar and stuff like that. So yeah, whenever we can, we want to bring in the talents they already have, or if they have no musical background at all, that's okay too.
Mhm. That's awesome. I think music is really therapy, and what you're doing is very admired too. And it's helping the kids not concentrate on their sickness or their illness. And so I think that is extremely special. So do you take the kids in the production side? How long does it take typically for them to actually finish the songs that they've written?
So it really also sort of the answer for a lot of these is it depends on the kid and the process. Because we have some kids who after one 90-minute, 60-minute session are like, here's my lyrics, here are my musical ideas, run with it, and we can turn that around pretty quickly. For this current project I just mentioned, Elliot and Charlotte, they started working on that in November, October maybe. We met with them in December first because they had been working together on it, and now they've been recording it. We've had we did some voice lessons with them to get ready to record it. We had some recorded. We recorded the vocals. We recorded the piano. So it can take a bit of time, but we really always are trying to keep in touch, keep the families in the loop, and keep them feeling engaged, and find other ways to connect as their song is getting built. So it can range from a couple of weeks to half a year, depending on sort of the scope of the project. But I think that's true with all of our music too, is that things can just sometimes pour out of us, and they're ready to share. And sometimes things need many drafts and many steps, and bringing in lots of people, because sometimes we have 10 people singing on a song, and that's going to be a very different collaborative process too.
And that's what I was that was my next thing is like it's so amazing how that was organic. Their friendship was organic and became a co-writing, and Pen and Heart is about co-writing, and so that kind of triggered me a little bit. Do you get a lot of those, a lot of children that love to co-write, or do they like to do work on their own? How does that work?
So most of our kids are writing individually, but sort of the heart, I think, of the heart of the collaborative piece of the organization in most cases is between sort of our volunteer composers and the kids writing lyrics. Even if kids are writing their own melodies, often we're having composers, arrangers who are really building those out into full tracks. Right. And to me, there's something really kind of powerful that for me as a musician, I don't really feel in any other way of what it means to listen to someone's lyrics and ideas so closely that you can respond with your own music and sort of lift that up. And to me, the sort of the act of setting someone's lyrics to music means you're hearing it and then you're adding something of yourself into it. And to me, that's a really can sometimes be a really profound experience. And I think we've had events where kids have met for the first time the person who wrote their music, and there is like a connection there because they've spent so much time hearing each other. And I think that's sort of one of the areas of collaboration that feels most powerful there. We have had some kids who have come in as a group, or we did some sessions with a camp in Ireland where they wrote songs together about their camp experience, which was really sweet.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so there's sort of collaborations happening in lots of different ways.
Okay, I only have two more questions.
Yeah.
This question is geared towards the family and the parents. So how does the family and the parents feel about hearing their children's music? Do they support them? Is it something that they saw and just didn't kind of pursue it because they were worried about the illness? And what are some of the supporters saying about the children?
I mean, I think that, we recently have gotten feedback from parents who have said that in a lot of cases when kids are dealing with illness, as you said, that sort of like can take over the family's life in a big way. And it can also sort of take over the way that other people see their kid. And everything is about that experience, that illness. And so we've heard from families who say that really, this process gave them a chance to be a kid or express other parts of who they are. Like we had a kid who wrote a song about noodles, and the mom wrote us a letter and said, yes, he has these medical struggles, but he's also a 12-year-old who loves pasta, and this gave him an opportunity to just be that kid. And I think it can sometimes, in some cases, it's helpful for families too, to be able to have their kids really shine a spotlight on parts of themselves that aren't their illness, because that sort of reminds everyone that there's all these other parts of their identity that need nourishing too, even as they're going through that. So we've gotten some really powerful feedback from families about that experience.
That's great. And my last question is, how do you pick where you're gonna go? Like, where are you gonna travel?
Oh, in terms of like where we find communities. So I mean, for the most part, most of our programming has been virtual, or we work with some local camps. So we're working with some camps in New York. We're based in New York City. And then we have campus chapters have sort of sprung up wherever we get outreach from folks. But we also do a lot of outreach specifically to certain diagnosis communities. We've done a few partnerships with the sickle cell community, specifically in New York City. And then also in London, we have a partnership with the Sickle Cell Society there. So trying to broaden that outreach. And we've also done a lot more work with mental health diagnosis populations in the last year. So working with a lot of hospitals that have psychiatric programs for kids. So we're really sort of open to working anywhere if it can be virtual, and sort of wherever we can, where there's a need and people recognize the value of this. Yeah.
That's cool. I just asked that question because you mentioned a camp. And so I just want to know, like, how do you pick it? But you explained it perfectly. Thank you so very much for answering all my questions. I'm going to pass it over to Madam Secretary or Mr.
It's me. We have a game. You look like you like to play. Do you like a game? Do you want to play?
I'm ready for the game.
Listen, okay. Well, because it says hear your song, we have a game here that we like to play here at TTNT called Off the Dome. That means you just come up with a song. When I give you a word, you have 10 seconds to come up with a song
Okay.
with the song
ready.
word I give you, with it either in the title or
Great.
in the song. Okay.
I'm gonna
Are
warn
you ready?
Yeah, I'm a big musical theater fan, so a lot of them are gonna probably come from musicals. But we already got some Dream Girls, so we're ready.
That's fine.
You're ready for me.
That
Love
is
it.
quite okay.
Okay.
Your first word is look.
Okay, also from a musical. Look, look, look to the rainbow. Follow the fellow who follows a dream. Look, look, look to the rainbow. I don't know the rest of the line.
It's okay.
It's from
You got that pretty quick. You got that pretty quick.
What musical is
Okay.
that from?
That's from Finian's Rainbow from 1940s, I think.
Okay. Okay.
Throwback.
Your next word is big.
Big. I'm thinking of, hey, big spender, spend a little time with me. Also from a musical, from Sweet Charity.
Okay. That word, you are right on the buzzer.
Okay.
So we're going to give it to you.
Okay.
All right. That's okay. Your next word is over.
Over. There's a Hear Your Song song. It's called It's Over. I'm not gonna think about it for a while now. I can sing again. I feel great when I can smile now. Put people together. All have a different tone. When I'm with a group, I don't feel alone. You can make something beautiful. That was a girl we worked with at Yale New Haven Hospital years ago who was singing about how she has a medical condition that makes it hard for her to sing, and then there are opportunities to sing again when she's healthy. One of my favorite Hear Your Song songs. So thank you for that one.
Yay. Your next word is give.
Give. I'm gonna make one up. I can give my love to you, Madam Secretary Titus and Takara.
I love it.
We're gonna take it because you
Come
said
on, right on the spot.
Absolutely.
Right on the spot.
Your last word is more.
More. Another musical song. More I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your own sweet love someday, from Guys and Dolls. I warned you there'd be some heavy
That's
musical
okay.
theater.
Listen, you were on the bell. You only got one buzzer, but it wasn't a buzzer because you actually got it. So listen, perfect.
Thank you very much.
You did amazing. You did amazing.
Thank you for giving me the one I made up. We're songwriters. This is part of the
Right.
Exactly.
It's a song now.
Yes. Okay. Well, listen, we've reached a part of you know what? Do you have a heart song? Is there just one heart song? And then I'm gonna ask you, who's your favorite celebrity singer since you are here song?
A heart song, like a song that really resonates with me.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, I maybe, and this is maybe connected to the next answer. One song that really speaks to me is James Taylor, On the 4th of July, the song I kind of grew up with, and I think that that his voice was very present for me growing up. So I think that's one that's a really moving song to me. Makes me think of my childhood.
Sing a little bit so that we hear it. Sing a little bit.
Shall I tell it again, how we started as friends, who would run into one another now and again, at the Yippee-Ki-Yo, or the Mesa Dupree, or a dozen different everyday places to be. Yeah.
Yes, okay, I know that's right.
Very much.
And who, I mean, if anybody other than who you just stated, is it somebody, celebrity that you just look up to?
Let me think. Well, trying to think of musical celebrities. for so many so many choices. I think I mean, maybe this is a something. Well, I was gonna say some of my collaborators that hear your song, like some of the people I work with, because I'm gonna say it's a cheating answer, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I feel like I get to work with these musicians who may not be celebrities yet, but they give so much of themselves and are so generous to the kids that we work with, and they feel like they're celebrities to me because they're like the musicians I look up to and feel so lucky to have them giving so much of
So
themselves
we'll
to an
give a
idea
shout
that I
out to
created.
all of the musicians that work on all of the
Yeah.
projects because they give themselves. We're
Yeah.
going to shout out to you and give you a round of applause for all you do.
Thank you very much.
That is awesome.
Now,
And
Dan, I know that we talked, and I want before we get out of here, I want to make sure that we give you the opportunity to share the event that's getting ready.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah,
so people can know what you guys have on the calendar and how they can participate.
Thank you so much. So it's a concert coming up. It's our first ever in-person benefit concert. It's at 54 Below in New York City, but it's also live streaming anywhere in the world. It's next Thursday, May 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern, so that's 6 p.m. Central. And it's going to have 6 Broadway stars, including Tony-nominated actress Liz Calloway and a bunch of folks from The Lion King on Broadway, from bunch of other shows. Really exciting crew singing songs that kids have written. We're gonna have 3 of our kids singing their own songs there live. We're gonna have 2 other kids coming to introduce the Broadway stars who are singing their songs, and then a lot of our other artists are gonna be performing too. So you can find out how to get tickets for that on hearyoursong.org, our website. It's on my shirt, on the logo above me, www.hearyoursong.org. The ticket information is there. It's a $25 live stream. A portion of that goes to support the organization so we can keep building out our programs. And on that website too, you can find out how to get involved as a volunteer. If you compose, if you make lyric videos, if you are a musician of any nature, if you have a kid or know a kid who might want to participate as a songwriter, you can sign up there too. So lots of ways to get involved and support. And I hope all of you will participate as singers or composers at some point, because you're all wonderful musicians and it's great to be on with you. Maybe your son can play the tuba.
Definitely looking forward to somehow connecting and just being for me it's all about networking and building community, and so I'm looking forward to making that happen. So guys, that's been our show for tonight. So before we get out of here, if you could just again, Dan, just tell everybody how to get in contact with you on all the social media handles.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. Etc. Okay, so www.hearyoursong.org. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at hearyoursonghys, at hearyoursonghys. Our YouTube channel is just youtube.com/hearyoursong. Our Facebook is also hearyoursonghys. So hope you'll follow us on all the handles, all the platforms, and you can also email me at dan@hearyoursong.org. So those are all the ways to reach out, and hope anyone listening will get involved one way or the other.
Cool, guys. So that is our show. Make sure you go support this awesome organization with donating or just signing up to volunteer your time. If you're a musician that sees this and want to give back to kids, and check it out, for real. But you know how we do. If you need your face done, your eyelashes did, your hair did, get with your girl, Madam Secretary. She'll even put you together a good fit. If you need somebody to sing at your bar mitzvah, your wedding, your birthday party, I think that's it. She told me to stop saying the other thing, so I'm gonna leave that alone. But if you need a background vocalist, you need somebody to do studio work, get what you go to Takara. If you need a dope song, please contact your boy Titus Glenn, and we're here to teach you the art of songwriting as well as help you get your song produced. So that's our show tonight, guys. Make sure you go get the new single, New Beginning, www.titusglenn.com, and get your shirt, Lyrics Matter. So you guys have
Wait,
an
before we go, because
Uh-huh.
this is I want to, we used to do it a while ago, but I want to make sure we do it. We have Miss Odom. She has this book, and this is for special needs children. This is called the It Twos, which is Intelligent Thinkers. Y'all, this book is on Amazon. Make sure you guys go get it. And it's It Twos, IT times two, and that's Intelligent Thinkers. You guys make sure you go get this book. This is a good tool to help teach kids about special needs children, help them kind of see the world through their eyes. And we really want to help Miss Odom get this book to Target. So I want to make sure we come here. Target is our goal. We want to get it on the shelf. And there's a special needs child in here that is obsessed with Target. So we want to get this book on the shelves of Target. And I want to make sure that we Intelligent Thinkers, it is on Amazon. So go and get your book.
Also, this week we are celebrating teachers, and our TNT Teacher of the Week is no other than Ashley Goings. We are excited about what you are doing with your children homeschooling, and we look forward to having you on the show again to talk about homeschooling as well. Also, thank you so very much. If you're on Facebook and you're our friends, you may see that posting. Please send a congratulations out to her as well.
One more time for Miss Ashley Goins, our Teacher of the Week. And we have no more announcements, Titus.
All right, cool, guys. That's our show. Dan, stay put. We're going to chat with you real quick. All right, guys, that's our show.